Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay's your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do.
Here, are you scared for your life, Tom? It's unfortunate that you were shot at. I'm glad that you were okay from that. Do you think that was a situation where you were targeted? And if so, are you scared for your life?
No, I'm not scared for my life. I mean, it was a scary situation. And I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm just asking everybody, all the judges or anybody who's working on the case, to do what's right and do their job the correct way, even if you overlook something or didn't see something. Everybody makes mistakes, as I said before, but you know, it's time to actually do your job and look at everything. It's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion, who knows what it's for, money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing.
When a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp,
Okay.
and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay,
Okay.
about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away little boy, something to that effect. It was something out.
Girl, the streets are on fire with this one. Word is Beyoncé might finally be done with Jay-Z after finding out he could have a secret firstborn son. This ain't just some harmless gossip. Things are about to get messy. Every time Beyoncé tries to hold it down in that marriage, another storm rolls in. And now, this one might be the last straw. So here's what's really going down. Rymir, the man who's been claiming for years that Jay-Z is his dad, just scored a major win in court. People are saying a judge finally ruled in his favor and told Jay to hand over that DNA. Yep, after over a decade of dodging, it looks like Jay-Z's running out of places to hide. Now Beyoncé? She's not waiting around to play stepmom to a grown man. The move she just made has folks online completely shook. From what's being whispered, this isn't just about some test. This could unravel everything they've worked to keep together. Rymir's been banging on the door for 10 plus years, saying Jay-Z is his father, and Jay? He's been dancing around that paternity test like it's hot lava. But now? The court is reportedly done playing games. They want that DNA now, and people are asking the same question they've asked for years. If Jay really wasn't the dad, why not just take the test and prove it? It would have taken 5 minutes tops. But behind the scenes, folks been speculating Beyoncé might have had a hand in this delay.
My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she been saying Sean Carter, that's what she was calling him at first before she was calling it Jay-Z, and I really didn't know who that was because I was young and, you know, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father.
People been saying she didn't want any curveballs hitting her perfectly polished family image. Can you blame her? After the cheating rumors, that wild elevator showdown, and the lemonade confessions, this marriage has been through the ringer. Now imagine adding a grown son nobody knew about? That's not just drama. That's a full-blown media meltdown. If this DNA test ends up confirming Rymir's claims, and worse, if the results leak online, the Carter empire could face its biggest scandal yet. And judging by how Bey's been moving lately, she might already be packing up and planning her next chapter without Jay. Let's keep it real. People are saying Beyoncé's biggest fear isn't just the scandal, but that Rymir might be coming straight for Jay-Z's billion-dollar bag. And when your man's worth a jaw-dropping $2.6 billion, yeah, folks start getting suspicious real quick. Some online have been clowning Rymir hard, saying he's just looking for clout or trying to cash in on that Carter name. And honestly, with that kind of money on the line, who wouldn't be side-eyeing the situation? But Rymir swears up and down he don't want a dime. He's been defending himself, saying, everybody's looking at me saying, I'm chasing Jay-Z. I want money. I'm doing this for fame. This was never about money for me. My whole thing was just to see who my father was, got my own money. I work 2 jobs. I take care of my own business. I just needed closure, and I wanted respect from the courts. Just like everybody else goes in there and gets respect and gets fair due process. Why didn't I get that? Why did I just get brushed to the side? But hold up, it gets way wilder. The latest whispers on the block that Jay-Z's not dodging the test just to protect his money? Nah, the rumor is that Rymir's mom, Wanda, was underage when she allegedly got pregnant. If that's even half true, then we're looking at a situation that's deeper than drama. It's a full-blown legal and moral minefield. This ain't just about whether or not he's the daddy anymore. If those claims hold any weight, then Jay-Z could be facing a major storm, and fast. Think about it.
Everybody makes mistakes, as I said before, but it's time to actually do your job and look at everything and get it correct, because you cannot use fraud to continue anything in this world. You can't use fraud to help you get forward in life. Then try to continue on your fraud, or continue using fraud to get forward in life, and of course just let you do that. That's unconstitutional, and I think we should really be looking to fix that problem.
The same way Diddy just got caught up in a whirlwind of controversy, Jay might be staring down his own. And let's not forget, this story's heating up while Beyoncé's making some bold moves of her own. If this DNA bombshell drops, and that backstory with Wanda gains traction, Jay-Z's whole empire might be hanging on by a thread. Jay-Z was already hit with a lawsuit last year over serious accusations involving a minor. So just imagine the storm that could hit if this DNA test confirms he fathered a child with someone who wasn't even legal at the time. And that's exactly where this story takes a dark turn. Rymir's guardian, Lily, dropped some shocking info. She claims there was actually a moment when Jay-Z's team seemed open to building a relationship with Rymir. There were talks, conversations, even a little hope. But all of that got shut all the way down once Jay's camp reportedly found out about the age issue. After those details popped up, everything changed fast. Lily said Wanda was just 16 when she supposedly met Jay-Z. And even though she may have told him she was older, it doesn't erase the situation. She got pregnant, but didn't even have a way to contact him after that. Lily went on to explain, "I got a call from his in-house lawyer, and they were very helpful. And we thought we would resolve this privately. They even talked about ER's music talent and whether it was a good time to put him on his record label, but he had to finish high school, so I said no." Suddenly, different lawyers got involved, and their attitude completely changed. I think they realized there was more at stake for Sean, given that Wanda was allegedly underage. After this bombshell, everything started to spiral. Rymir didn't give up, though. In fact, he came harder, and he wasn't shy about pointing fingers. Both he and Lily blamed Jay-Z and Beyoncé for trying to shut him down. They claimed Jay's legal team was playing real dirty behind the scenes. Lily even went so far as to accuse Jay-Z's side of sabotaging the case by allegedly bribing Rymir's own lawyers. She believed they did whatever they could to bury the truth and protect Jay-Z's reputation. And it didn't stop there. Reports say Lily actually launched a legal case against their own legal team, accusing them of secretly working with Jay-Z's lawyers to tank the case. She said they caused major procedural issues that led to the whole thing getting tossed out of Philadelphia courts. Given everything we've seen from Jay-Z and Beyoncé over the years, it honestly ain't that surprising they might be behind some slick legal maneuvers. This kind of behind-the-scenes chess move feels exactly like how they handle business. Quiet, controlled, and always protecting the brand. But Rymir? He wasn't backing down for nobody. He's been through way too much to just let it all slide. Even with what he felt were shady tactics coming from Jay-Z's powerhouse legal team, he stayed focused. He took the battle all the way to the Supreme Court, filing a motion to unseal documents dating back to 2012. His claim? That the sealed records were stopping him from getting the justice he deserved. But the Supreme Court wasn't trying to hear it. They shut his motion down, saying they didn't have the authority to reverse appeal court decisions or unseal trial-level records. Still, Rymir didn't throw in the towel. He went back at it and filed a new motion with the appellate division, hoping for a better shot. But once again, denied. And just when it seemed like things might cool off, Beyoncé and Jay-Z came out swinging, in a track.
We're saying that she's a big part of the problem for him, and some of the things that she was doing, a woman would not, she would have some sort of role in what her husband does. And if she was secure with herself and with the situation, not saying you gotta like it,
Right.
she would help her husband handle.
Yeah, they clapped back at Rymir in their song Heard About Us, and the bars weren't subtle at all. They said, Billie Jean in his prime for the 1000th time? The kid ain't mine. Online they call me dad kiddingly. You're not supposed to take this dad thing literally. That's too famous. We don't even really do famous. I'm cool on that. Chuck the 2 fingers every day. I'm getting sued. I show up to court without a suit. Your every move is on the news, ain't it? Ish has its perks too, ain't it? But Rymir wasn't about to let that slide. He dropped a diss track of his own. In his song, he fired back saying, Ninjas washed up, still doing tracks like 55. Where the F you at? Need to go back to your old days. Grown man in his old ways. Later, Rymir explained he wasn't trying to start a feud or be petty. He just wanted to speak his truth. But with both sides taking shots in music now, this family drama just turned personal, and it's spilling into the spotlight like never before. Even Rymir's publicist had something to say about the drama. They pointed out that if Jay-Z can air his feelings through a track like Heard About Us, then Rymir has every right to do the same in his music. Jay keeps saying he's denied being Rymir's father 1,000 times. But according to Rymir's side, he never actually said anything to Rymir or his family directly. So who exactly is he denying it to? The press? And let's be real, if there's nothing to hide, why does it feel like Jay-Z's been ducking this situation for years? But here's where it all really starts to fall apart. Rymir and his guardian Lily began shifting some of the blame directly onto Beyoncé. They claimed she was deeply involved in keeping this whole mess under wraps. According to them, Bey wasn't just standing by her man. She was actively using her influence to manage the narrative and keep the Carters' image squeaky clean. From Rymir and Lily's point of view, Beyoncé's been just as locked into burying this paternity case as Jay-Z has. And it didn't stop with silence. They claim there were intimidation tactics used against them for years. Rymir said that right after he filed a civil suit against Jay, he felt targeted. Lily even believes Beyoncé played a major role in stopping Jay-Z from ever acknowledging Rymir or trying to settle the matter peacefully. And it gets spicy. Both Rymir and Lily say that the Carters cruelly mocked Rymir in their music. Even more serious? They claim they started receiving threats from Beyoncé's camp, which pushed them to sit down with journalist Liz Crokin to finally tell their side of the story, just in case something wild went down. They wanted to get everything on record. Lily also dropped a bomb, saying multiple insiders told her it was Beyoncé who convinced Jay-Z not to take the DNA test in the first place. If that's true, then her involvement runs way deeper than anyone thought. And now that the streets are saying the court has officially ordered Jay-Z to hand over a DNA sample, Beyoncé is done pretending to play the loyal wife. She didn't sign up to be a stepmom, and she's not about to start now. Word is she's already working on divorce plans, and you know she's coming for a serious piece of that $2.6 billion empire. The results of the DNA test haven't gone public yet, and we still don't know for sure if the test was even taken. But judging by the way Beyoncé's reportedly been spiraling and getting her legal team ready, it's starting to look like that test might have come back positive. This situation is spinning out of control fast, and the next moves from either side could change everything. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Juice Alert for more wild updates as this story keeps unfolding. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.